nothing like a toll booth to start off the journey here. We are leaving Beckley, West Virginia on Interstate 77. I need to make up some time, so I jumped on the interstate here. But anyway, I'm Mike. Welcome back to Small Town Backroads RV. This should be a fun little drive down through here, headed to Wytheville, Virginia. On the way, I believe, if I looked at this correctly, we're going to be traveling through 2 tunnels, and I'll try to tell you if I can remember a little bit about each of those. But look at this, isn't this just a beautiful drive here? Like we're going under the train trestle here, and we should be coming up to this first tunnel here that takes us from West Virginia into Virginia. Yeah, here it is now. And here we are. Check it out. Look at that. Through the side of the mountain. Wow. So yeah, this is the East River Mountain Tunnel. About 5,500 feet long. It carries Interstate 77 and Route 52 through this East River Mountain here between Bluefield, West Virginia and Rocky Gap, Virginia. They started building it, I think it was in 1969, and it opened up in 1974. $40 million, which today would come out to probably around $193 million. That's a lot of money, isn't it? So they kind of shared the cost of that, because I think it was 51% on one state and 49% on the other. But before they built this tunnel, you had to cross the state line and navigate this narrow, twisting Route 52. It didn't have any guardrails, and they would often have to close it down because of snow and other stuff, and because it was just so treacherous. But amazing how they built something like this, isn't it? And just like that, I believe we're going to be here in Virginia. Look for the sign here on the right. There it is. Welcome to Virginia. And look at those mountains up there. I guess we're going to carve our way through those on down to the second tunnel. Should be there in a minute. Well, look here. This is Big Walker Mountain Tunnel. Right here in the Appalachian Mountains, Southwest Virginia. It's located just a few miles south of the town of Bland, which also has a section, I believe, of the Appalachian Trail about 20 miles away. It's a little bit shorter than the tunnel we just came through, Big Walker Mountain Tunnel. It's a little over 4,000 feet, I believe, here. It opened up in 1972, 5 years to build this thing. Look how it's all lit up, isn't this great? $50 million back then. Let you do the math on what that might cost today. But they say, if I read this right and remembering right, it was at that time the most expensive single project undertaken on Virginia's interstate system. This tunnel supposedly reduced the travel time from Wytheville to Bland County by 30 minutes. Beautiful. Not every day you get to drive through the side of two mountains. Isn't that great? Alright, little John Denver there for everybody. Hopefully you could hear that. We jumped off the Interstate 77 here, and welcome to Wytheville, Virginia. I called ahead. There's a KOA here that's supposed to be really nice and great Wi-Fi. So, looks like we're going through a residential section here, doesn't it? I've noticed some of these KOAs are kind of tucked back in behind subdivisions and different places like that. But here we are. So we're going to be staying the night here in Wytheville at this KOA. Hopefully get a little bit of work done while we're here. And then what I thought would do in the morning is drive into downtown Wytheville, show you guys the town. So I'm going to run in here and I'll be right back. Okay, I think they put us kind of back up toward the back of the campground. You can get a look at it here. You know, I'll tell you what I'll do in the morning when we leave, headed to downtown Wytheville. I'll kind of show you a little bit better view of this if I can. Like I said, they're calling for rain. I don't know what we're going to be up against in the morning, but we will see when we get there. This looks to be a pretty good sized campground. You know, KOAs can just vary. I think I'm going the right way here. Let me see. Look at my notes real quick here. They give you a little map when you come in, which is always nice. There's some pull-through sites over to the left. And we're going on back in the mountain here, it looks like. We had to pause there to make sure we're on the right path here. They do have some cabins here, you can see. So if you're traveling through this area and need a place, there's a bathhouse over to the left. I love these trees. I like to see growth like this in campgrounds. I mean, it's like we're driving back through the forest. We are. Gotta love that. Okay, I think we're right down here on the left. It's gonna be the spot for tonight. I will get settled in, take care of a few things, do some editing. Grab some dinner here in the van, and we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. What a great night's rest that was. Hitting the road this morning. See the rain coming down the windshield here. Unfortunately, that's what we're in for today. I had several back roads picked out for us, but with the rain, I think we're gonna stay on 77 and head toward Asheville, North Carolina. And if the rain lets up, we'll take you guys through Asheville. But right now we're gonna drive over into Wytheville, the town of Wytheville, Virginia. But you can see the campground here. Beautiful grounds. Lots of nice wooded areas to camp. Look at there on the left. You can stay in a covered wagon. Hey, wouldn't that be great? Bring your family or your grandkids. So guess what? We're staying in a covered wagon. I like that. Nice big playground over here to the left. You can see we're going to squeeze by right here by the totem pole. Flowers. I started to not film today. Look at there's a pool. Nice little camp office in there. And I thought, you know what? Sometimes it rains and there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm going to bring you along with me. And we'll see how the day unfolds here. And a nice big building over here to the left, recreation area. And I gotta tell you, the Wi-Fi last night is probably the best I've ever had at any campground. And my wife and I stay in a lot of different places. But hey, you know what? I say we get out here and we hit the road, and like old Eddie Rabbit, the country singer, said, you know, gonna drive our life away on a rainy day. But thanks, KOA. That was a lot of fun. Hope to see you again. Alright folks, gonna make my way over to downtown Wytheville. See you in a minute. Welcome to Wytheville. Over here on the right, this log cabin building. My wife and I ate there one time and it was really good. Can't remember the name of it right now, but you can see a lot of these buildings down through here. It's kind of quaint, got that feel of looking backwards. Different storefronts and several places to eat and shop through here. It's just a beautiful town. I'll tell you more about it after we get through the middle of town here. I'll show you a little bit of the residential area if I can. There's an old hotel on the right. Beautiful building. And I read where there was like a pencil sticking out of the side of a building down here. Oh, I see it. Oh, wow. Isn't that something? Look at that. That thing is huge. You got lots of shops, a lot of things going on here in the town of Wytheville. Theater there on the left. There's antique stores in every small town we go through. But I love small towns. Something about them. I love general stores, small towns, back roads, mountains, hollers. That's me. Check out that steeple. So I tell you what we'll do. We'll go up here and we will turn left. Go through some of the residential area here. You can see. Here we go. Well, I see some mountains way back there in the back area. You'll see those. But yeah, Wytheville. It's a town in the county seat of Wythe County, Virginia here. It's named after George Wythe, which of course was one of the signers of the United States Declaration of Independence and also a mentor to Thomas Jefferson. I think a few years back had a population a little over 8,000. You got Interstate 77 and, of course, 81. They were kind of constructed to intersect the town, which this town was a long crossroads for weary travelers. During the American Civil War, Wytheville really had a strategic importance because it was attacked in 1863 and in 1865. So the town is the birthplace of, you probably know this, Edith Bowling Wilson. And then she was the second wife of President Woodrow Wilson. And right now I have my eye back here on these mountains, and I'm going to try to get back here to them even though it is cloudy, see what we can see. Yeah, look at that. Those clouds would lift. That's still pretty. Got a little sun trying to peep through there. Beautiful town, Wytheville, Virginia. So we're going to hop back up on the Interstate 77 and head on toward Asheville, North Carolina. Back on the trail, trying to make up a little time back into North Carolina here soon. But I checked the weather, stopped and got some fuel there, and rain. And we've got a fog advisory. Look at this. We've got our emergency lights are blinking, and a lot of people around us do also. This is some pretty thick fog. So much for the view, huh? Oh, wow. And I think we're going up the side of a mountain here. This could get a little worse. Look at that. Wow. Everybody buckle up. Yeah. The emergency flashers are going. And it seems like it's getting worse as we go here, doesn't it? But that's the view from the cockpit here of the Winnebago Travado. It's not a back road. It's not a small town. But we're headed there. And I hope we make it. We'll see what happens here. It's easy to see, you know, why there's so many accidents when you have these bad fogs like this. Because if you're not paying attention, you could be up behind somebody really quick. And if you had to stop, people behind you are not going to see you, so you just need to travel at a safe speed. Don't get too slow, but not too fast. Kind of find that ground in there where it's safe. And it doesn't hurt to say a little prayer. There goes a truck. He's moving on. He ain't afraid of no fog. Well, we made it through some of that really heavy, dense fog and moving on down the country here. But that was a pretty tense time, so I think I'm going to pull over, take a little break, and then see what the weather's doing and whether we want to record any more. We'll see. I'm going to pull over here. I believe this is a Pilot. So we got a lot of big trucks coming and going in through here. We're just in our little van. Well, I shouldn't say too little. 21 foot. We'll stretch our legs and clear our thoughts and see if this fog lifts and this rain lifts a little bit. Go in and look around. Check it out. Well, I got to tell you, this rain and fog's been pretty consistent. Check the weather. It's looking this way all the way down through here. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead, end the video, and pick it up at another time. As always, thanks for joining me. Can't do anything about the rain, but sometimes you got to move on, you got to roll on. Next time, we'll definitely be in some small town, back road in our RV. But thanks for riding along with us in this one. Until next time, I'm Mike, and you've been watching Small Town Backroads RV. Turn your wipers on. We'll see you in the next holler, around the next corner. Appreciate you.